A boy sits alone on a rooftop at sunset. Sometimes, the loudest room in the world is the one inside your own mind. And sometimes, the only thing that can save you is the silence you're running from. Here is the story of a boy. Arav was known as the quiet boy not because he had nothing to say, but because he lived in a world where everyone else spoke louder. At school, teachers said he lacked confidence. At home, people said he was too shy, and on the inside, he felt like a storm waiting to explode. Every day he watched other students speak boldly, laugh loudly, and take credit for things he wished he could do. But all Arav had, and he hated it, the breaking point during a group project. Arav had an idea. He quietly shared it with his teammates. They ignored him, and when someone else repeated his idea louder, the whole group praised that person. For the first time, Arav felt something snapping inside him. Not sadness. You can speak louder. Or you can make your silence stronger. That night, instead of complaining, Arav did something he never tried before. He embraced the silence, phone off, and for the first time, the discovery as he sat in silence. Something strange happened. The more he listened, the more the noise in his head began to clear. He realized silence wasn't his weakness. It was his superpower. In silence, he could think deeper. He could observe more. He could understand people without them noticing. Answers others couldn't hear. Strengths others never practiced. Thinking. Just growing, like a blade being polished quietly in the dark. The moment of truth. A month later, the school announced a public speaking competition. The crowd laughed when Arav's name was announced. Arav, the quiet kid, but Arav didn't hear any of those voices because he had mastered a better one inside himself. He walked onto the stage. No shaking. He stood still for a full 10 seconds. The audience whispered, confused. Arav smiled. Most people fear silence. Is where I found myself, not loudly. Every pause was intentional. He shared how silence taught him to notice life, to manage his emotions, and to rise without applause. The entire hall stood up. He won first place. But because he spoke from a place. From that day, Arav didn't try to be the loudest person in the room. He became the one everyone listened to. Because he learned something most people never do. Noise creates attention. People don't respect those who shout. They respect those who speak only when it matters. Arav didn't change who he was. He mastered the strength he already had. Ending message. Narrator. If you feel like you are being ignored, if you feel unheard, if you feel invisible, maybe life isn't asking you to get louder. Maybe life is asking you to go deeper, to listen, and to return stronger. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. To keep them till the end before you leave this video, take 5 seconds of complete silence. Just 5 seconds. Because the lesson you just heard will only become real when you experience the power of silence. Yourself, breathe in.